Historic South Boston Speedway to the virtual.
Well, apparently I was having a few sound issues there, but apologies about that. Back in it, though, we are qualifying here. South Boston Motor Speedway for the South Boston 150, the IVRL Pinkett Ford Truck Series, and they're getting down to the nitty-gritty of everything as these drivers look to try to put some laps in, use all of the track that they can, because this track is super tight. It's going to be an incredible race. I'm looking forward to it. I was talking about it earlier on my stream, and it was just absolutely crazy to think that that's what they're going to be doing here. This is how they're going to be able to be running, and I'm excited to see it. Hopefully each and every one of you are as well. I'll change some settings here. I want to make sure that we are streaming in the right format here. I want to make sure that you guys get all the action. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Jason here. Good to see Mr. Woody out there as well. See you doing good things. Hopefully you're having a fantastic evening. Thank you for the likes out there, all the shares. The IVRL shared it out there. Looks like Cody gave us a share. McKinney Racing gave us a share. I shared it to the IVRL Racing group and to our Signature Esports Live Facebook group. Harvey gave us a like out there. All the fun, entertaining stuff. Man, oh man, I'm excited. Let's go over some race information because there's a lot going on. This is a third-mile track. And what I mean by a third-mile track, it's small. It's tiny. The start-finish line about a third of the way up the racetrack, just past halfway when it comes to how this track finishes. So when they finish the race, they're going to finish closer to turn one, trying to drive into turn one. 90 degrees on the track temperature, 150 laps, 80% fuel. Should be about 4 tire changes. I don't know if they're going to need all of them. Even if they don't, man, oh man, what a run they're going to have. Folks, they're going to finish up qualifying here. We're going to have a special message from our good friends over at the South Boston Raceway. It's going to be a fun night. I'm excited. I literally have been waiting all day to look for this race and see exactly what they're going to be able to do, because there's no other term of excitement that you could ask for. Excuse me, that you can ask for than this right here. Oh man. We'll throw some logos up. Pinkett4.org is the title sponsor for the series for the International Virtual Racing League. IVRL is a great league, and to bring on the Pinkett Ford series or the Pinkett4.org on all of their vehicles is absolutely amazing. Find ways to Pinkett Ford. Go to Pinkett4.org and do what you can. Call to action? Well, here it is.
From the real historic South Boston Speedway to the virtual South Boston Speedway, drivers, start your engines.
Yeah, get it. Let them rev it up. Hit those engines. Yeah, there's the 76. Get it. Everybody can rev their engines. AJ Ramirez out there. Give it. Come on, Cody McKinney. I know you're probably out there listening. Give it a rev, buddy. Give it a rev. There you go. There it is. Discord is in and out for me. That's the only reason why I didn't type it in Discord. So there, nice job, boys. I appreciate you. Let's go over to starting grid. And that will be brought to you by Pinkett4.org. Again, find ways to Pinkett Ford. Go to Pinkett4.org. Give some love to every single one of those founders over there. And they are trying to do their best to have as much information out there for breast cancer awareness as possible, trying to find a cure, trying to do everything that they can to support families who have been in there, including medical and not only help with medical costs, but grants and all kinds of stuff. Starting grid, Charles Jurek, my Fallout friend. There is the Virginia native. He is going to be your pole sitter. He's going to Keaton Swain to the outside. A Ford and a Toyota making it work. Cody McKinney, Nick Pressey, that's going to be the next two rows for you. Harvey Abrams, AJ Ramirez, in 5 and 6. Jaden Gimble, Joey McKinney, that'll be there in row number 4. Charles Van Scoik, our GOAT Racing, if he finishes inside the top 10, he's going to donate some money. That's usually what he does, and he's absolutely fantastic. We'll see if he finishes inside the top 5, maybe a little bit more going to him. Sam Harold is going to be there in the number 44. Derek Schilling and James out there in that 12th spot. And I think some things moving around, some people starting from the pits. George Jewell, my man, there he is. The Van Jewell machine is going to be starting 13th, and it's going to be a fun race, folks. You just might have to strap in and hold on tight, because it's literally a tiny racetrack, and I mean a tiny racetrack. Not even that bad. They're going to pace around one more time. There's the start-finish line. Turn 1's right there. And they were talking to me earlier whenever I was streaming, and they said that they are not even able to get out of third gear. That is insane. The backstretch. I mean, the pace laps around here are short, very short, which means when it comes to getting into pit road and getting off of pit road, you can go a couple of laps down pretty quickly. The Barney Flagman's going to give it to him. Green flag's going to wave. Charles Jurek, Keaton Swain into turn 1, inside, outside, side-by-side racing. Do we expect cautions? Possibly. Do I think they're going to be able to keep that inside line? Maybe. Are they going to be able to try to force their way where they need to? That's exactly what you're going to be seeing. Cody McKinney trying to pick up the inside line on the 95. This is almost like dirt track racing here. 150 laps is going to go fast. And this race is either going to go really smooth, or it's going to have its fun. I think it would be fun. South Boston in the trucks. Are you kidding me? Sam Harrell there in the 44 as Van Scoik right behind him. Schilling in pit road. Nick Pressey trying to come out of pit road now. Here's the 94, allowing some folks to do their business. Derek Schilling still in on pit road. Keaton Swain runs fastest lap of the race, 16.41. 1, 2, 3 have not changed positions. Harvey Abrams up a spot from the start of the race in qualifying. AJ Ramirez also biggest mover of the race is going to be James here in the number 43. He makes it stick. He makes it work. And right now has Sam Harrell to the inside. The Ford trying to make it work. Van Scoik still out front, quarter second to the 95. Keaton Swain ran the fastest lap prior to that. Now Charles runs the fastest lap this time, 16.19, 5 laps in, and they're just now warming up the tires. Look at the turns here. Here's Derek Schilling. He's going to come off of pit road. That's turn 2, into the straightaway, into turn 3, and turn 4. Will we see the bump and run? It's going to happen. At some point, it's going to happen. 1, 2. That's 1 and 2. Look at it's insane. Have you ever seen so much intense running from any driver? Look at him run across the start finish line into turn 1. 1, 2, 3, about 0.4 of a second separating Charles and Keaton. Cody McKinney in third. Cody having some of the best finishes of the season, leading in points right now as you see the number 1 truck come across the start-finish line. South Boston, a very tricky track, and you know what? They're running green. Good little run for all of them. I'm still waiting. I'm hoping to be able to give out a helicopter award. I'm not necessarily saying that that's going to happen, but it might happen. We might be able to see. We might be able to see some fun out of that. Cody McKinney a little free off corner exit onto the straight, and I kind of want to ride along with him. Let's go into the cockpit view, see what he's doing here. And that's third gear. And just so everybody knows, third gear is the gear that they're having to run. They can't run fourth gear here because the truck doesn't get up to speed fast enough to be able to carry that turn. I mean, he's down to 3,500 RPMs. He could run second here if he really wanted to. That wouldn't do him any justice, though. He might spin it out if he tried. And Keaton Swain doing the same thing. He's trying to cut the track as much as possible down low. Charles Jurek trying to hold on to the lead, gets himself very low. Keaton Swain right behind him, trying to find momentum, and it's very tough to pass here. Jurek, Swain, McKinney, Harvey Abrams. There's Mr. Non-Machine driving the Navy. Now, so you're seeing some things here. There's the Navy scheme. Charles running the Army scheme, the Army, a throwback to the Army-Navy Army-Navy game that's going to be part of that. And of course, it's South Boston, so why not run the Army-Navy schemes for their collegiate football teams? That's one of the most. It's about to be Christmas time. We know that's going to happen. It's going to be happen very soon. They are rolling 76-95. The one of Cody McKinney, Harvey Abrams right behind him. AJ Ramirez trying to close the distance as well. There's the number 78 rolling through turn number 3 and 4 onto the front straight. Jaden Gimble right behind him. There's the Wrangler Toyota Tundra. He's doing some tracking, some more Fords in the field. There's Joey McKinney, the number 18. The Broughton's Kennels. I think that's Broughton. Yeah, that's Broughton's Kennels. All over the side of that pickup and on the hood. There is the number 44, DoorDash Sam Harrell. He's having a decent little day. Woody, how are you doing, my friend? James in the mix as well. There's the number 43, little right side damage for him. He has Mr. Van Scoyk hot on his tail. And the idea behind this, Nick Pressey 3 laps down, he's still... he's going to be the first. He would be a lucky dog if that were ever to come up. But right now, he's still rolling, still making it work. Derek Schilling in that 12 spot. George Jewell. I think George is running the numbers tonight. Jurek, Swain, McKinney, Abrams, Gimble. That's going to be your top 5. I wanted to go over the numbers for you. Let's look at the points. Cody McKinney, and I usually have this stuff loaded up, and I apologize about not having it loaded up today, folks. But Cody McKinney, the leader in points here, 31 points ahead of Keaton Swain, who's in second, who's trying to gain any kind of advantage he can get. And this is through Las Vegas. Joseph McKinney in third, Harvey Abrams in fourth, Van Scoyk in fifth, and Mr. Jurek in sixth. They're all really close from. In fifth and sixth, we're talking about 4 points difference on the championship standings. Cody McKinney having some of the best drive-off that you've seen on a long run. He's been able to have a nice finish each and every lap, or each and every race over the course of the season, and has been able to figure this thing out. And I mean that in all the great things that you can ask for. And I tell you what, Cody McKinney really making it shine. IVRL Truck Truck Series has been a great series to be a part of. As 25 of 150 is clicked away over the course of just a few minutes, and getting around another driver. Looks like was that James back here? James is going to be a lap down. As you see the number 43 run through the field, has Cody McKinney to the inside, giving up enough room. It's hard to pass on the outside. You kind of have to put your nose to the inside, but you can defend if somebody gets below you, you can defend that line really well. You kind of almost have to force the truck, and if you want to position, you almost have to put the bump and run on it. Is it a little early for that? I think it might be a little early for that, but it does look like Keaton's kind of making it work. Charles he's got the Fallout 76 working really well here. Ran the Phasmophobia paint scheme last week. Army Navy paint schemes in this week. Harvey Abrams starting to drop in here. He got around the 43 of James. Caution's going to come out. It looks like Charles having an issue here. What happened? Like the 76 out of the corner, into the corner. Like the 95 got to the back bumper of the 76. Now Charles was able to hold on to it there. So he does a decent job of getting it turned back around. One more time. We'll take a far chase view here. So as Charles gets to the corner, he gets down low. Looks like the 95 gave the bump tried to have the run, didn't work all too well. So we'll see how they line back up. Charles, it being tough, that it's tough to pass, that right there can make all the difference. Keaton Swain gave the bump right there, turned the race leader, and now is the race leader. Did he get into the corner a little hot? He did. Was it intentional? I don't think it was. Because normally if you give a bumper run, you're going to give a bump square to the back of the bumper. You're going to kind of let them go up the racetrack a little bit, and it's going to be kind of more of a tap. It kind of gives them a little bit more inertia to have to get out of the throttle, and that right there is kind of what made that work. All right, Pods for the cause going to hydrate. We're going to run back with it here in just a second. As they're going to go back side by side. I don't think anybody was going to come to pit road except for, I think Cody McKinney did. He's going to have some freshies on. Sam did as well. AJ Ramirez came in. Van Scoit came in. Joey McKinney came in. Does look like James would have been your lucky dog there. So he will get the free pass here. I thought he was going to get the free pass. Maybe he didn't. Maybe there wasn't anything right there to give up. Light's going to be off on the pace car. Pace car is going to go in. 95.9. Jayden Gimbel trying to get himself in line as well. The RHR Wrangler Toyota Tundra does have Charles Jurek right behind him. Does look like Cody McKinney all over the back bumper as well. A few lap fresher tires are going to be doing him some good as well. Gimbel to second, Abrams in third, Jurek trying to make some moves, Keaton Swain trying to outpace the field, 1.3 seconds. It's Keaton Swain to the 95. Getting some teletime here. You know that Charles Jurek is trying to find ways back around. He does get himself in the mix. He gets right where Harvey Abrams is, and there he goes. Harvey up next to the wall. Hopefully Harvey's able to save it. He is a little right side. You're going to see right side damage on this track. You're going to see some wall slaps. You're going to see some drivers trying to make passes. Sometimes it's just as easy to collect yourself and get yourself back in the mix. Now, Cody McKinney on those fresher tires will try to drive to the inside here. It looks like the 70. He might give up the line to the 76. Cody McKinney might have the right move here, as he should be good on fuel. He should be, good on fuel for a little while. Keaton Swain trying to work his magic, but he's gonna see some fresher tires behind him, like Cody McKinney, who Jayden Gimbel gets underneath Jayden Gimbel right there, and is going to start closing the distance down. He can run the low 16s here as they get around. We'll take a look at Keaton Swain and kind of what the last few lap times are going to look like. McKinney, now that he has a little bit of clean air, is going to be able to run those faster lap times. 16.594 for Swain on 40-41. 16.6. McKinney just about a tenth slow or a tenth faster, but he's going to have to really push himself into the corners here. Jayden Gimbel a little bit faster on 37, but after he got around, that's kind of the way it works. Charles Jurek not to be held up. Looks like the 81's going to be very low on corner entrance and try to hold off what's going on there. McKinney able to close some of that distance down the last couple of laps. 40, 41, 42, and 43 looks to be about the same. Looks like McKinney will get right there to the back bumper of the 95. Cody McKinney's done a phenomenal job of being here. That's why he is the points leader. It does look like Keaton Swain trying to have this finish be better for him, because he needs all the extra points that he can get. 95, 181, 76, 78. Charles Jurek to the inside of the 81. And it's hard to defend and get the run that you need, but the 76 trying to clear the 81. He's going to almost be clear of him. He will be close to clear, maybe on corner exit here. The 81 right there with him. There's the 44 side by side with the 81. So Sam Harrell trying to put some use to the 81, but the 81's going to get right back in line. He wants to be fifth. Sam Harrell in fourth. Sam came in on 29 as well. Cody McKinney trying to track down the 95, and he has done so. He's done so nicely that he sees him right in front. There's James right in front of the 95. You're going to see what kind of line they're going to be able to run here. Third gear, everybody's best friend. You see how free the 95 is into the corner exit. There's the 43 there. He's going to go 2 laps down now to the race leader, but don't count out Cody McKinney. He's going to drive a little bit straighter off the corner here. He's going to be right into the corner. Newer tires are going to play a big factor here. The drive off will be his own, and Charles Jurek trying to get right back to him as well. Cody McKinney in second, right behind the race leader. The battle for the lead comes down to Keaton Swain, 16.87 on his last lap time. Cody McKinney, 16.6. Pinketford.org, IVRL. It's been a phenomenal season for these drivers. They have one more race left after this week, the one to the inside of the 95, as they look for a lead change here. The 95 might have the drive off on the corner to be able to compete. Gonna let him go. Caution comes out as Cody McKinney into the lead there when the caution flag was out. Charles Jurek involved again. There's the 76 holding the line, trying to do what he can. 44 dumps his nose in, and now the 76 has a ton of rear damage. That was a little bit more aggressive of an entrance for the drivers. The 44 up egg shapes here out of turn 1 and 2. I'm sorry, 3 and 4. He kind of gets himself maybe a little net code, but he was there. There were some issues there. That's for darn sure. All right, they're gonna go back to it. Charles Jurek trying to make it stick. McKinney, Harrell, Van Scoik, Joey McKinney. 144, 23, 18. Keaton Swain came to pit road, took his pit strategy there. Jaden Gimbel coming back around as well. Jurek coming back out. Kind of rooting for the Army if I had to choose between the Army and the Navy. James is going to be your lucky dog. He does have the opportunity to come back to pit road. He's going to take that opportunity. Pace laps around this racetrack, roughly about 35 seconds, so that is not that fast. 35 to 40 seconds. One 44, 23, 18. Derek Schilling having an issue out there. Something happened. He must have had to have stopped. Second caution, but 56. We're a third of the way through the race, and they've only had 2 cautions. That is awesome. And Charles, I hate to do it to you, brother, but they sent you twice. It is what it is. Helicopter award. Here it is. It'll be the 144, 18, 23, 95, 81. Waiting for it here. Green flag's going to wave. Good run for him. Keaton Swain's going to be there in 6th. The 44 of Harrell now has McKinney all over the back bumper of him. Joey McKinney, the 18, third in points in the series to the high side. The 23 of Van Scoy's going to be there to the low side. Van Scoy came in on lap 30, so he's got a little bit there, but there goes Keaton Swain to the bottom side. Some fresher tires going around the bottom. There's the 9 of Harvey Abrams. Keaton Swain picking up where McKinney left off. Now, the difference on tires isn't going to be as big of a factor, but it's still a factor here for Cody McKinney to be thinking about. 60 laps in, and he's going to have to really push it here. Fastest lap of the race ran by Keaton Swain this last time by 16:18, and he is now in 2nd. All those drivers just kind of pulled over for him. Cody McKinney now has some company. Van Scoy to 4th now. Harvey Abrams to the inside. The driver that has some of the faster lap times here, not just Keaton Swain, but Charles Jurek, who is, he's like, look, let me back at him. Let me back at him. Cody McKinney has some company here, and he's going to have to force the 95 to get to the inside before he can. Cody McKinney trying to protect the inside, not going to have the drive off that he needs here. Those newer tires going to be, it's going to be a wear on him. So Keaton Swain takes back over the lead. Cody McKinney falls back to 2nd here. It's the difference on tires. That's exactly the factor here. And that's what it's going to boil down to. Charles Jurek in and out of pit lane. Harvey Abrams in and out of pit lane. There's the 94 of Nick Pressey, who was 2 laps down, trying to get back on the lead lap. And Pressey doing an outstanding job of utilizing that high side. He came in on 52. And was able to utilize those fresher tires to get himself, try to get himself around the 9. The 9, who's in 4th, has Jurek right behind. They're side by side racing, and the 9's trying to. Looks like Charles Jurek involved again in something here. Let's take a look. '81 to the back bumper of the 76, and the 76 is. He's kind of being targeted here a little bit. I know it's not. He's not really being targeted. It's just he's. It seems like everybody's running into him. They must not like the Army. Man. Jaden Gimble was high, then went low. Let's take a look at that far chase view real quick. 81 tries to drive back into the corner and then just bumps him. Didn't look intentional. 76 able to hold it off the wall, avoid the contact, but man, he just came in for tires as well. 69 of 150, third caution of the race. Keaton Swain, your race leader. All that does is just flip-flops the situation here. Man, oh man, oh man. If you haven't done it, get out there, join the Discord, follow us on all our socials, Signature Esports for all of it. Go to pinketforward.org, donate to these folks because, man, oh man, they would love to have your support. And then, of course, and always, if you get the opportunity, go find the IVRL Facebook page. They are absolutely a phenomenal group, and it's been a pleasure to be a part of their Monday nights for the last 18 weeks, and it's been absolutely just a ton of fun. It's been a little bit longer than that, but it's been a pleasure to get to know these folks, and they have other series as well. You have to go follow, in order to follow those other series for the IVRL, you have to go to Southern Broadcasting Racing Network on Facebook. Find them out there. I think they've got a YouTube and a Twitch as well. But it's SBRN, I think is what it is. That's the logo that you'll see. Awesome guy over there. Swain, Abrams, Jurek, and McKinney. Jurek, ready to go. Going to McKinney to the high side, right behind the 9. Charles Jurek trying to get up to speed. Harvey Abrams right there in second. There's the number 9 Navy. So it's going to be Army, Navy, second and third. Keaton Swain out front, half second for the drivers. Ooh, Harvey in and out there a little bit. We're going to follow along with Charles. We're going to see what's going on here. One of Cody McKinney trying to get back to the lead here. Try to utilize fresher tires. Halfway is where we're at. And this is a tough little cookie, I tell you what. Keaton Swain making some moves. Van Scoik, number 23, right behind Harrell here. Jurek to the inside of the 9. He's going to make that move. So Army, best Navy on 76, but don't count anybody out. Long. I say it long. There's a lot of laps to run here still as time progresses. Jurek trying to get back to Keaton Swain, who came in on 53, same time he did. But I think Jurek has a disadvantage here. He did go around, and so because he went around, there'll be some tire wear there. Cody McKinney trying to get to that inside lane. He's going to make that stick. Harvey in and out just a little bit there, but there goes the 76 to third. Cody McKinney trying to make some moves as well. He's going to try to run those fast lap. Caution, Sam Harrell involved. Fourth caution of the race. Sam Harrell down low here as he gets up and into... Oh, sorry, that was Joey McKinney. Hold on. Something happened with Joey here. I think he might have gotten free off the corner. Let's take a look here. A little far chase. Comes up. Oh, maybe he did. He got free off the corner wall, and then boom, and then boom, and then boom, and then Nick Pressey has to stop. And ouch. Big ol' ouchies. Everybody get some Band-Aids. You're ready to rock and roll. Cody McKinney came in on 68, so 12 laps have been completed since then. You know who else is right there with him? Charles Jurek is going to come off of pit road as well. Going to head take those tires. Came in with Keaton Swain so that way he could battle with him. And to our number 18 machine, my friend. There it is. Helicopter award again. Oh, he did. Switch the view here. McKinney, Gimbel, AJ Ramirez. That'll be your top 3. Keaton Swain in 4th, Charles Jurek in 5th, Van Scoik in 6th. Harvey Abrams there as well. Oh, Nilly. 82 of 150. These laps are clicking by pretty quick. We've only been streaming for 41 minutes. Can you believe that? Third mile racetrack. It's about to click some laps down. And these fourth caution, it could have been a wreck fest. And realistically, it's been good racing. It's hard not to get into the back bumper of somebody on this tight of a racetrack, and we've seen it happen a couple of times, and poor Charles. Poor Charles. It'll be all right, though. Green flag's going to wave. McKinney gets a great jump there. $11 laps, the difference on the tires between he and Keaton Swain. Hasn't really gotten the chance to get them warm yet, I don't think. So 84 of 150. This is all about the drive into the corner and the drive out. Keaton Swain trying to go to the inside of Jaden Gimble. Gimble there in the Toyota. Two Toyotas battling side by side. Does look like Charles Jurek trying to pick up the mix as well. He's going to be there to the inside. Drive below the lane. He wants all the room he can get. As we see the backstretch start to be hot and heavy. McKinney kicking it, man. He's like, look, I got some sticks. I got some paint. Keaton Swain's behind me. And McKinney way below the apron there. Keaton Swain up next to the wall. He's going to have some right side now. I think everybody should have some right side before the end of the race. I think that should be the law. 88 of 150. Keaton trying to get close. Look at the... I've got this camera kind of set perfect for the corners. Watch the drive into the corner. Look how close the 95 gets right to the back bumper. He's trying to get there. Look at this kid. Look, one more time. He is trying to get that nose right below the one. And the more that he puts that nose down there, the more he tries to drive off the corner. And the one's going to best him on this lap, but the 95 is going to try to get into the corner this lap. Watch the drive into the corner. He's going to get right to the back. He's getting close. He's trying to find that extra drive off, that extra room, and it's just not there. He's right there to the back bumper. Almost got into the one again. Maybe some 0X contact there. And right now, Charles Jurek going to the inside of the 95. 95 right there, trying to utilize that high line. A little advantage to the 95 here. He's got a little bit cleaner truck, but he's going to give it up to the 76. 76 trying to drive back to the front here. The pole sitter saying, hey, I'm not done yet. I look battered and bruised, but I'm not quitting. He's got McKinney right there with him. Keaton Swain there as well. And that might be an opportunity for Keaton to kind of just settle in and back up the corners, save a little bit. Maybe let Charles and Cody duke it out here just a little bit and make it work. Jaden Gimble in fourth, though. He's looking to capitalize. AJ Ramirez, the Pit Viper 78, holding on to fifth. Mr. Van Scoik, well, there he is. He's got Harvey Abrams to the outside. He's making a pass right there. He does so pretty cleanly. Right now, the 76, fastest guy in the racetrack, is going to put his nose right there to the very bottom of the racetrack, the one up high. 76 has a great drive off, as right now the 95 trying to utilize that outside lane. Little right tap. What's up, Scheme? Good to see you. 176.95. All in and out of the corners. Scheme _90 out there. How you doing? Front stretch running for him. 176.95, 81.78. That's going to be the drivers here. A good little run for them all. You race the Apex League, the 55. Hey, good to see you, Scheme. Good to see you out there. Thomas Meeks, good to see you, brother. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys are going to be able to be doing here very, very shortly. Wheels America coming up very, very soon. Getting all that stuff worked out and ton of fun. All right, Charles, he's back to third. Keaton Swain able to utilize some of that. I said maybe he's trying to just kind of utilize a little bit of that tire saving mode. He gets around the 76. He puts his nose right there to the back bumper of the one. Now the 76 going to try to capitalize. One down low, 95 up high. One letting the 95 there. Now Charles Jurek back to the inside of the one. Tell you what, Keaton, Jurek, and McKinney are making this interesting. 50 laps to go as they complete 101. Be coming up very soon. I have dates and all that stuff too. I think we got a new series coming tomorrow night too. I think that's tomorrow night. Tomorrow night or Thursday night. And that'll be the NEC. There it is. It's here. I've got a new. I got a new series to broadcast tomorrow. That's going to be. I think it's this week. I'm doing it this week. I know that for sure. It's going to be the NASCAR East Coast Racing League. And they're going to be racing. We're going to have some fun with that. We have some logos with that. Cody McKinney here trying to capitalize as James there. Keaton Swain out front, 9/10 of a second. Charles Jurek beaten and battered and bruised. He's going to be there. We've got all kinds of new series coming. We've got the Wheels America Cup Series. I'm excited to have you guys. I'm excited to have a lot of the new series. I mean, about this time of year is when we start switching things up. And seasons end for, that have been rolling for about half the year, and then it's really nice to be able to do that. So, and we're actually picking up two series that had broadcasters already, and they needed to make some changes. So we're taking care of that. That's one of the series. That'll be that's the Winston Modifieds. The Winston Throwback Series. That'll be coming up here on the 23rd. And then I've got the NASCAR East Coast Racing League. That's going to be coming up here this week as well. That's it's going to be fun. It's going to be a ton of fun. And then we've got that series. And then what other series? We got another series starting up here very soon. I've got Strictly Stock Duck Press Media Truck Series, and then I'm going to have the Asphalt Outlaws Racing Series. That'll be another truck series that'll be a part of as well. Absolutely just fun. Uh-oh. We got two overlays running here at the same time. Apologies about that, folks. No, go away. No, I don't want two overlays running. I want one. All right, Keaton Swain way out front. Appreciate you. Yeah, I think it's awesome. I think it's pretty cool. 112 of 150. Jurek, who was your pole sitter, is in second. Keaton Swain was the outside pole sitter. He is there as well. Cody McKinney back to third where he started. Jaden Gimble up 3 from the start of the race. Van Scoik up 4 from the start of the race as well. Harvey Abrams off 1. He's trying to get back to 5th. AJ Ramirez trying to get back to 6th. He is off 1. Joey McKinney right where he started. Nick Pressey off 5. Something happened with him. He had to get himself back in the mix. James up 2. He started 12. Derek Schilling right where he started. The number 87 still there having a good day. Sam Harrell, he's out of the race, I think. Yeah, he is. George is our... George is running the numbers for us. Mr. Jewell, hopefully you're having a good day. We saw him. I saw him in the stream earlier whenever we were playing some Fireman Sim 22. Gotta like it. 116 of 150. And now the laps are just kind of clicking on by. Charles, 2.6 seconds. The difference. McKinney, 1.2 and trying to close. And what does 2.7, 2.8 seconds look like to the drivers here? This right here. Charles into second gear. Looks like he is trying to utilize that second gear throw. Slow himself down naturally. Got a little lap traffic coming up Keaton Swain's way. Here's what's going on with Keaton. He's only in third gear. Drops it very low. Ton of traffic in front of him. Derek Schilling right there. This might be an opportunity for Keaton here to put some distance between he and Charles, but I don't know. Don't know. Here's what it looks like around him. Derek Schilling trying to make some passes here, trying to find his way there. 95. Trying to get to the inside of the 87. It'll be side by side for a second. Oh! I thought somebody was wrecking. These camera angles are tight. It's RV Abrams. He's going to be a lap down. He'll be the first truck one lap down right now. Tony, it was interesting. There's still, I think there's still some things that got to work out, but it was interesting. How are you doing? Are you streaming? Are you racing? Can I raid my people over to you whenever we're done? It was interesting. There's a lot of new tools on that new farming sim, and that right there it's gonna be interesting. And that was gifted to me too, and I appreciate the people that get out there and get on my wish list on Steam and do that stuff. Hey, they don't have to do that. Just chilling out right now? Well, right on. Man. Yeah, somebody gifting stuff to me. And then Green Man Gaming is through the code out there for another person that was watching my stream. So that was awesome as well. 95 trying to get some space between he and Jurek here. Heaton using the bump and run effectively. 76 able to extend himself though to about a second over Cody McKinney, but McKinney looks like he's closing down just a little bit. You guys got a race cut? Do you guys race on Tuesday still, or on Monday still? I know that you had. I try to keep up on your guys' stuff as much as I can, because I have it popping up in both Discords when you guys go live, so that way I can jump in and watch you guys. Caution, Nick Pressey. He's turned around. 94 right here. Did he come out of the corner a little hot? He did. Came around. But he's able to... Hey, you know what? That's not that bad. It's not that bad. Ah, gotcha. 95, 76, 181. And a whole lot of free pass trucks here. Lucky Dog? Well, that'll be that guy right there. Number 9, Harvey Abrams. Yes, folks. You see that if you see in the chat up there, it should be switching back and over. I think the chat is still up there. You see that Tony Kiv right there. Go to twitch.tv/TonyKiv. Tony Kiv. That'll be the guy that you want to go see. Well, give him a follow for me. Pretty wicked. With a ton of fun. RV Abrams was trying. I think he did get his lap back there. There he did. He sure did. Jaden Gimbel looks to be a free pass. Is not a free pass. Nick Pressey will be a free pass here. James into pit road. Derek Schilling coming off of pit road. RV Abrams coming out of pit road. Joey McKinney coming out of pit road as well. Joey McKinney would be your lucky dog right now. Absolutely, Tony. You guys are awesome. You and Mike. Did Mike finally get the 50? Because I got bits and stuff for him. Like, I purposely bought bits for him. So that way I could be like, you finally got bits. We can give you bits. I haven't even spent them on anybody. I did it all that one day, and I went over to his stream and noticed that, and I was like, all right, well, we got to get him taken care of. Did he finally get his 50? That's what we want. Because if not, I'm going to put it in every stream. Arms are tired. I bet. The GOAT Racing Machine himself. 23 out there. My arms are tired. I bet they are. This is a lot of turning. I mean, and especially if you have like a direct drive or a heavy force feedback. Could you and then just in and out of the throttle? If you were clutching it in the entire time, both feet working. Yeah. 95, 76, back at it. 18 laps to go here. This race isn't over. And everybody came to pit road, all but Nick Pressey, who needed that free pass. Keaton Swain out front, Charles Jurek, Cody McKinney there. Everybody on an equal playing field on tires, that is. Now, when it comes to aerodynamics here, it ain't that big of a deal. Engine damage is going to be the big factor. Third gear is all that they can run around here, like I was saying before. And that is absolutely the big factor. I'm looking at Mike. Want to know. 16 laps to go. I know that I have them. I was looking them up. All right. I click on exciting to keep things going. 1.4 seconds of difference. McKinney in second. 13 laps to go. Keaton Swain there. 48. All right. If you are out there watching on Twitch and you have not followed Mike _DBR, let me make sure. He didn't change it, did he? Because I searched in there and that's what I was seeing. I'm scrolling. Twitch.tv /Mike _DBR. Control C. Making sure that we do that. Is it? I'm just making sure. Go follow that right there. 95-176. Go do that for everybody. Follow that channel for me. It went to everywhere. Even went to my Discord. 95-176, 81-23, 9-18-94, and the 43. Derek Schilling still in here, 5 laps down. Everybody's still running here. 9 laps to go, and Keaton Swain has it out for the number 1. Jurek right behind the 1 here. Working the wheel off of that thing. Come on, Cody McKinney. Come on, Keaton Swain. Cody McKinney trying to make sure that those points stay as close as possible. Finishing in second because he's got a 31-point lead for the series. Season finale will be next week, next Monday. Let's go. Charles says BNR Racing League. There they are. BNR having some fun. Mr. Jurek trying to get that run. BNR on Saturdays. If you haven't done that, BNR Racing League on Saturdays. BNR, hey, get out there and follow our that Mike _DBR. Do it. Keaton right behind the 94 of Nick Pressey. 5 laps to go. South Boston is absolutely insane. It's been a ton of fun. Thank you, BNR. I appreciate you very much. Jayden Gimble there in 4th. Van Scoik in 5th. And Tony, a reminder, hey, anytime that you're in chat or you're getting ready to stream, and if I'm streaming and you're going to be streaming after me, then make sure you hey, Jason, I'm streaming. Or say hey, and I will send them over to you. Because I like doing that. I like the rating now. That's kind of like, it's been a fun thing for me. Send everybody over to all you folks. You guys are absolutely amazing. 1 behind Jurek. Jurek right there. 2 laps to go. Derek Schilling into the area. Oh, man. It's hard to see what was going on. Derek Schilling down low right here. Comes out of the corner. I think he gets free. Does. In front of the race leader. Holds it up against the wall there. So that brings out the caution. That's a little it's a little awkward. We'll have an attempt at a green-white checkered. Well, that's where it is. Absolutely. Tony, you and Mike, and Mike, all the Mikes, Big Shafe, and everybody, you guys are awesome. You need a broadcaster for the 87s. Well, starting here very soon, I'm going to be busy every day but Monday, so keep that in mind. And that is if the IVRL doesn't say, "Hey, I'm going to pick you back up," but gonna have some fun. Hey, it works, man. You guys, when you guys go, that's why I have you guys in the. I don't know if you had that other Discord, but the gaming Discord. But that gaming Discord has all that stuff. Put you guys as content creators in there because you guys are like my preferred streamers. I put that stuff out there because, I mean, you guys were there for me. I want to be there for you. I can't do it Sundays. That's a no-go. I will be. So what's going to end up happening is I'm going to be streaming during the day when I'm not working, doing the regular old games, doing the farming sim, doing all that other stuff. And then all the iRacing stuff will be at night. We're just going to broadcast the iRacing, trying to get back to, since we finally got some things situated with some staff and stuff like that took advantage of us over the last couple of months, well, a few months ago. We got some stuff worked out there that I'm going to be able to do a little bit more when it comes to just focusing on broadcasting. So we're going to try to fill up the schedule. I have a lot of iRacing broadcasts throughout the winter because that's my off season when it comes to work and stuff. So it's kind of what we're doing, kind of what I'm doing here. And then during the day, I'll be if I'm not out shooting or I'm not out doing a commercial, then I will be here trying to get the game on, playing whatever weird stuff that we're doing. But I like it whenever I get to see all the people out there that stream and that I know that I've had conversations with and said, hey, keep doing what you're doing. Green flag, 95 gets a good jump there. First attempt at green white checker, 95. Look at Charles. He was like, look, this is far from over. Caution, James involved. Man. Something happened there. Let's see what happened. '87 to the back bumper of the 43. And another attempt at a green white checkered here coming around. 7th caution of the race, 150 laps in trucks at South Boston. And they had a heck of a set of green runs in there. Just crazy to see. James will be a free pass here. Lucky Dog coming around is Joey McKinney. 18 back on the lead lap. He's happy about that. Now he can fight for position. Nick Pressey will be your lucky dog if one more were to come out. I do believe 3 attempts at a green-white checkered is what they have on the books. But either way, this is the 2nd attempt. Man, oh man. The 95 and the 76 have had one heck of a race, and Cody McKinney, bar none, has done the same thing. Anyone can finish anywhere at this particular point, so don't count out any form of this race. That's for darn sure. He does. You're absolutely right, Tony. What is it? What is that famous saying? He needs the white flag. Is that what I said before? I can't remember. 95, 76. Every time I say back to the radio days. Every time I say 95, it's literally. It makes me think of one of the radio stations I used to work for way back whenever I first got into it. Jassy, what's going on? Mr. Cottrell out there. How you doing, my friend? It literally is. It's the 95.7 WKRN. So I keep doing it. He's going to need the jump here. He's going to have it. He's going to be there. 76 to the back quarter panel, trying to cut it down. Everybody side by side. You know what we're going to do? Blink you. Look out, bro. Jurek to the outside, trying to make the outside line stick. 95 there. Jurek might have an outside line run here. We'll see what happens with turn 1 here. White flag wave, 76 to the back bumper of the 95. Van Scoik right there as well. Cody McKinney in the mix. Keaton Swain will come around and win it. Who's going to finish second? That's going to be the key. 76 does so. The one of Cody McKinney will finish in third, and everybody's going to wreck behind him. It's a real thing. There's Harvey. 18. Keaton Swain wins it here. And what a tight little racetrack. Charles ends up having, hopefully he had a lot of fun because he almost won from the outside lane. Cody McKinney doing so as well. 95 is going to burn it down here. Good little racetrack for everybody there. Race results brought to you by pinketford.org. Make sure you go to pinketford.org and find a way to donate because that is all about breast cancer awareness. And they have an incredible story. Click the About section. Contact them if you want to find a way to help locally. Absolutely amazing organization. Go check them out. Keaton Swain, the 95, is going to be your race winner. Charles Jurek finished in second. So the pole sitter and the outside pole sitter, they just swap positions. It's pretty much it. IVRL points leader Cody McKinney is going to finish in third. Jaden Gimble in fourth. Van Scoik in fifth. Abrams, Joey McKinney, Pressey, James in the 43. Derek Schilling finishes in 10th. Ramirez and Harrell out there as well. Mr. Jewell, I think Mr. Jewell was out there running numbers today. I think he might have been the guy that was keeping everybody calm. Might have been it. Who knows? It's just fun. It's always fun. Let's bring over the race results here. Or not the race results. We'll bring up some driver folks. Keaton Swain, your race winner here. Let's see if he's got a minute. Whenever he hops up into the channel here, or whenever one of them does. Whoever is first is coming into the channel. It's a great race. It was a great race. Let's look at the, I'm going to look at the actual, so they had 7 cautions for 35 caution laps, 5 lead changes. Fastest lap of the race was a 16:106, and that was ran by Keaton Swain. Top 5, $50 donation from Goat Racing. Had a chance, just got caught behind the 76. It was a good, fun race. It was, I liked it. I said it was either going to be chaos or it was going to be awful. So I thought it was a great race. P3 for this guy and still current leader, Cody McKinney, leader in points for the IVRL Truck Series. Cody McKinney comes home in third. You had a truck that was ready to roll, but man, that was tough to pass there.
Yeah, it was there at the beginning. I was able to help with pressure tires that first pit stop too, but for some reason, once nighttime fell fully, I just could not get the truck to turn how I wanted it, and that caused big time on mid to long run speed. But it was fun, and wish could have got the win, but came in here knowing what I needed to do as far as championship standings, and I feel like I accomplished that.
I think next week is pretty much going to be for fun. I think you pretty much. I don't think that there's a way that you can lose next week unless they have a 43 car field and you finish in 43rd.
That's what I was thinking all last week. I was running different scenarios in my head. Best case scenario tonight, worst case scenario. That's what I'm thinking, but I mean, it's Homestead, no telling who all shows up. Everybody could show up that's registered, and I don't know. It kind of depends on how many show up in the truck count.
Well, either way, it's been a hell of a season, and you've done a phenomenal job. I was talking really, really highly about you being able to figure tracks out and figure out what you need to do to make it work. Congratulations on a P3 finish here, and I look forward to seeing what you're going to be able to do at Homestead. Give some shout outs out there.
And shout out to McKinney Racing. Joey helps me run it. Over to Speed Shop. Field General Sports, they came on past 4 weeks, finishing off the 5 race deal next week. Bronze Kennels, Zencaster, everybody that helps us do what we do. And shout out to you for all season long putting on great broadcasts and everybody behind the scenes.
Tell you what, man, it's been fun. If you guys are going to have another truck series, when are you guys thinking about recruiting so that way we can make sure that these folks know?
So our winter series that started last week, we actually kind of using that as a baseline recruitment. But if y'all looking for a league and truck series or cup series, send International Virtual Racing League a message on Facebook or Twitter, and give us your I rating, your experience on the service. If any honorable mention things, just let us know.
It's always fun. These guys are a great group of guys over here. Cody, congratulations, and I look forward to seeing you next week, my friend.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Cody McKinney finishes third and does it in style. He is still the current points leader in the series and does the phenomenal job. I think the other guys might be kind of just gone, so we might be just talking to Cody today. I think that might be it. I think that might. I've not seen anybody else pop up there. I'm not seeing it. All right, folks, make sure that you join us. There he is, Charles. Hey, there's Charles. Charles, all right, buddy. Fast truck, and I said it in the broadcast. It seemed like the bump and runs they came to you 3 times.
Yeah, 3 times. That was rough, man.
I'm not trying to laugh about it at all. I promise. I was like, man, it just seems like they're targeting him, and I know that they're not, because I know that I know one of them was just like complete oops, my bad. And then after that, it just seemed like it was well, Charles got involved. No, Charles is involved. I like your truck too. You're driving the Army truck. You've got the Fallout 76 scheme. It's like the big deal.
Yeah, Harvey asked me if I wanted to run it, and I said, well, yeah, I'll run it, but do you have the 76 number I always use? I'm like, you got to put that on there.
It wouldn't be the 76 with that on there. It's absolutely, it's great. Walk us through the race. I know it was a kind of a tough race. I know the arms are tired, but it looked fun, man.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Riding out front wasn't bad. I kind of enjoyed that. It was getting behind people was really tough. Because riding out front, your braking point's much different than being behind somebody. You got to really get on the brake, stay off of them. But the longer run that we had, I'd abused the right front, and the right rear was getting wore out, and I was sliding around more than I was before. So just came up short.
Hey, you know what? You started on the pole, though. You had the fastest lap there. You guys are running great lap times. When you guys were racing, it was good, and it was always good to see. I knew the bump and run was coming at some point in the race. Right before it happened, I think it was maybe a couple of laps. I said, it might be just a little bit too early for that bump and run, but nonetheless, it was still a great race. I called it earlier when everybody was in the chat during the Farming Sim stream. I called it then, and I'll say it again. It can either go one of 2 ways. Yeah, there were 7 cautions, but realistically, you ran 115 115 laps green here, and with trucks, even with 12 drivers, 13 drivers in here, that was still tight racing, but to me, I think it was a ton of fun.
It was definitely a lot of fun, especially having different tire strategies. And I mean, it's hard to pass anyway. And when you got guys on old tires versus new tires, you with the new tires, you got to be patient and wait for them to, enter the corner, slide up the hill, and then take it. So it's difficult, and you didn't really want to be patient, but you knew you had to.
Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. All right, my man. Give your shout outs out there. It's your time to shine. And I look forward to seeing you at Homestead next week.
I'll just thank Harvey and Derek and Cody and Joey were in our chat. So we were having a good old time in there.
I love it, man. I love it. Charles, I look forward to seeing the Fallout 76 machine one more time next week. Congratulations on a P2 finish here, brother.
All right, thank you.
You too. Mr. 76 himself finishes in that position. Keaton Swain finishes in the lead. And now Keaton's in here. Okay. Keaton, congratulations on the race win here. We're gonna have to make sure everybody jumps in the top 3. That way I can just pull people because I can't see your voice channels. It's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't even see the waiting room, so I don't know what happened to it, but
Something must have
yeah, I
changed
can't
with it.
see it. Sorry about that.
Oh, it's good. No, it's good. I just want to make sure that we can because I'm like, where are they at? They need to be here. Congratulations, brother. You had you got that bump and run early on Charles, and that looked like an oops. It didn't look like it was supposed to happen. Because when you ran the bump and run later on with other drivers, it seemed like that you got them square and they were up the track and you were able to get around them. Walk us through that first 29 laps, because that was where everybody was trying to figure some things out.
Yeah, for sure. I obviously did not mean to get into Charles, and I apologize for getting into him there. But I was just driving my normal line and trying to wear him out, make him use his stuff up, and he actually seemed like he slowed down a little bit more than he did, or overdrove it or something, and I got into him. So apologize to that. But other than that, I made some good moves, got to the inside of a couple guys, and did a couple bump and runs. But overall, for a short track like that, I was able to keep it pretty clean most of the race.
Yeah, it was a tough track. It's hard enough in the modifieds, let alone putting these big giant trucks in there. And I mean, it's literally taking your Hot Wheels and running it around a cereal bowl.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's obviously with these big trucks, it's about 1.5 lanes wide, and kind of have to put the bumper to someone if you want to make a move. Otherwise, you're just going to be riding around. So, luckily, I didn't get into too many people there. Like I said, just apologize to Charles, and I got to thank him for running me clean there at the end, because he could have returned the favor, but luckily he didn't, and I was able to come home with the win. So.
But there for a minute, I thought he was going to just because the way the way he entered the line, I was like, oh, he's gonna. No, he didn't get into him. Okay, it was intense, especially that last restart, and it was a great race. You've been battling back and forth with Cody McKinney pretty much throughout the playoffs, and outside of Homestead looking in, when it comes to the way the points are set up. A good finish and a full field could mean that you could carry in a championship.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, he still got a little bit of a points lead on me going in the last race, but we're just gonna go into Homestead and try and keep it clean, keep it up front. Hopefully, get some bonus points, and obviously the main goal is to finish the race, and hopefully have a big field, and maybe he'll have an issue or something like that, and give us a chance. But it's been a good season. Me and Cody have been going back and forth. He's been fast all year, so for it to come down to the end on a pretty good points battle here, 24 points out. So anything can happen. We're just going to do our best.
It's been a pleasure to watch you guys be able to make every different adjustment that you've needed to throughout the series. And You've run some of the most interesting races that I've seen, some of the cleanest races I've seen as well. But that doesn't take away from the pure talent that you guys have. Congratulations on the Week 18 win. Moving on to Homestead next week, and we look forward to seeing you again, brother.
Thank you. I just got to thank everyone that helps me out real quick. Appliance Parts Company, Factory Sim Sport, Sim Coach Pedals, everyone that supports the league, you for doing the broadcast, Team 12 rotations, and yeah.
Hey, you got it, brother. You got it. Congratulations on the race win here, and yeah, it's going to be a ton of fun. I hate to see the season end already. It feels like it just started, but realistically, I know we've been going at it for a while. So, Keaton, we look forward to seeing you next week.
Sounds good. We'll see you then.
Absolutely. Keaton Swain, the 95, puts another win on the win column there and does it at one of the toughest tracks that I've ever seen these trucks run on. And I've seen them run on all kinds of dirt tracks in this simulator. Didn't even count for road courses. These guys put the pedal to the metal and drove a 3rd-mile track around this racetrack. It'd be almost, you know what, USA International. I'm voting for it. That's a real thing. Anyhow, anyway, folks, I appreciate you. IVRL Pinkett Ford Truck Series Season Championship will be next week, and I look forward to seeing you then. This week we're gonna have a new broadcast, and then that's gonna be the NASCAR, the East Coast NASCAR Racing League. I will get all the acronyms correctly. New broadcast this week. That's gonna be coming up here either tomorrow or Wednesday. I apologize about not having it in front of me because I don't have those notes in front of me. They are upstairs. I have a notepad that I keep everything written down in, so I apologize about that. So that'll be coming up. And then, of course, and always, we have the B&R Cup Series coming up this Saturday, and we also have other streams that we're doing. We're going to have some fun. We're going to enjoy ourselves, and I hope that you do as well. If you haven't given us a like or follow, make sure you do so. Follow all the platforms: Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. We have Instagram. We have TikTok. We've just got it all. Join the Discord in the description. Find a way to be kind to one another. Make sure that you go check out pinkett4.org. I can't stress that enough. It is a great organization, and I'm all about community and helping folks out. And that right there is probably one of the best feelings in the world, to be able to say, hey, go help these folks out, because if you've got the means, you should think about it. Whether it's $1 or $100, every penny counts. So thank you very much to everybody. We'll look forward to seeing you here very shortly. And I always say at the end of every broadcast, if I don't see you, well, have a good afternoon, good evening, and a good morning.